Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me on another episode of Terraria. In this video, I will finally be releasing a lot of pre-recorded videos I have been holding on to. I have been doing a massive amount of work in my Terraria world. In the last episode, I put all of my skills to the test to defeat Plantera in an extremely intense, difficult boss battle. I have much planned for this video, but since defeating Plantera allowed new enemies in the dungeon, I wanted to obtain the new loot available, so I head there first. I am mainly looking for the sniper rifle, tactical shotgun, and the 3 staves, which are Shadow Beam, Spectre, and Inferno Fork. There is a lot of other loot that I am looking for, but I will likely obtain that naturally while looking for those specific items. While I was in the dungeon, a paladin spawned, which its hammers go through blocks and deal 270 damage. Even with my 91 armor and 500 health, I would die in 3 hits. So that's why I stayed back so far. Made killing it take forever, but at least I'm alive. After defeating the paladin, I begin to set up a teleporter from my ocean town to the dungeon. And at some point during that, a solar eclipse happens. And since it's the first one in this world, that's what I record next. Come to think of it, I don't think this was the first solar eclipse in my world, but this is the first one after Plantera has been defeated, and since Plantera needs to be defeated for more difficult enemies to appear, I think I skipped most of the other solar eclipses. I needed those new enemies for the new items, which is what I need to progress the game, which is why I skipped the other solar eclipses. So I work on obtaining the new items while also trying to obtain rare dungeon items. This episode is going to be mostly centered around obtaining new items, as once Plantera is defeated, that is where a lot of sudden loot grinding begins.
I can't believe you've done this.
I eventually get some items, and also eventually Mothron appears. Sorry Arbus, poor guy. And I begin a questionable boss fight with Mothron that definitely could have gone better. But don't worry, to make myself look better, I skip all the mistakes I make and speed it up, so it's harder to see any non-cut mistakes. So I finally beat Mothron in a very skillful fight, and yeah, actually I died. So let's all pretend we never saw that while I begin a new Mothron fight that I do much better in. Partially. In this next Mothron fight that does not begin with the demise of my town pet cat, I normally use gravitation potions as they really help, but I either had some other idea, or I forgot them, as I never used them. They usually help a lot on Master Mode. I'm also using a defense-based turtle armor set while using ranged weapons. My normal style is maxing defense while trying to maintain offense. This normally works decently well. But of course, in my boss fight, I will also be fighting wyverns and vampires, which is ironic as a vampire and wyvern are what deals the most damage to me. I eventually defeat Mothron, and I do get a broken hero sword. And a wraith tries to kill Arbus again. He's having a bad time. Something also killed my cyborg, I just realized. With the broken hero sword, the true knight's edge, and the true Excalibur I just made, I make the Terra blade. I wish I had footage of the new Terra blade, but this pre-recording is quite old. One of the last things I'm going to do is fully explore the jungle temple, by lighting it up, clearing the traps and spikes, and finding the lizard altar to summon Golem. There really isn't any loot that is super helpful to me at this point, so I more light up the temple and make it safe rather than explore it. I will now prepare to fight Golem, using the always expected maximal skill and strategy that Master Mode demands. That all could have been a lot faster if I used the Terra blade. Sub-optimum strategy. Now that Golem is defeated, the last thing I have planned for this video is to defeat all 3 mechanical bosses at once, to achieve the Mechanical Mayhem achievement. This video has had a lot more tedious, grindy work in it. As happy and exciting as it is, I am unfortunately nearing the end of the game, completing my Master Mode Hardcore quest. There's not a whole lot left to do and I'm quickly dwindling down on what's left. But I will hopefully have another episode out soon. That episode will mostly be based around boss fights. I have many things planned, quite a few surprising challenges that I really want to finish the videos for. But as I have sped up this boss fight and I am massively over-prepared for it, this won't take long, so thank you all so much for joining me on another episode of Terraria. Hopefully you all enjoyed and I will hopefully see you all in my next video. So, if I will, see you there, I'll be waiting.